Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ayabumi Moore. I certainly appreciate that. And to our Juby family, you guys are absolutely amazing. I want to thank each and every one of you. Many of you are aware that we've had some family health challenges. We mentioned that last week. Last week, my wife was at home. She had been to the hospital the week before. She came home, and unfortunately, it looks like she got an infection from being in the hospital the first time. So we actually had to take her back to the hospital last Tuesday. And boy, I miss my wife. My gosh, I miss my wife. And just as soon as this webinar is over, I'm going back to the hospital to spend some time with my wife. But I want to thank you, each and every one of you that have offered thoughts and prayers. That means the world to us. And as I bring on our president and our owner, I want to just say this to you, ladies and gentlemen, that it is so important that we build our Juby business. The one thing I have not had to worry about is the money. You know, we make sure our ad is placed, we make sure we've got our requirements met, and every day, even though I'm not 100% with my business hat on, I've got my husband and my daddy hat on, every day at Juby Rev, Juby Max still has been payday. And so with that being said, I want to welcome all of the new Juby Rev, Juby Max family members that have just joined with us over the last few days. For many of you, this might be your first corporate update and training webinar. Let's bring on our president and our owner who works, I think he's the hardest working man in our industry. And I've got to tell you, I thought I was. But he is burning it at both ends. He and his entire team, programmers, support, they are working around the clock. He's going to give us some updates and give us some presidential notes that we need to be taking note of. So get out your pads and your pens or your computers and let's take some copious notes. Let's bring on our president, our phenomenal owner and leader, J. Joshua Beisel. J. Joshua Beisel is yours, my friend.
T. Lamont, how are you, my friend?
I am wonderful, my friend. I'm
awesome,
wonderful. My wife may be coming home tomorrow, so yeah, I'm excited about that.
You know, a couple of things I just wanted to weigh in there. Number one, I am not afraid to be on my knees in prayers here tonight for you and for your family. And number two, I am not the hardest working person on the team, T. Lamont. I have a couple of team members that I have to say, the one thing I have to tell them to do is to go to bed. In fact, we're going to be talking about some of the really big things that are happening here with Juby Rev, Juby Max, and in that process, we're gonna touch on some pretty awesome things that our team has been doing here. That is just absolutely phenomenal in terms of really big forward growth here. But if you don't mind, T. Lamont, I'd like to just kind of have a little soapbox here for tonight. I know we got a lot of folks out here on today's call, and you know, every once in a while, it's okay, I think, for a company and for an individual to just stand up for what they believe in. And so I wanted to take a little bit of time here, T. Lamont, and I wanted to actually address some of the things that we see in this incredible, awesome and special industry that we call the home-based business industry. And so folks, those of you that are here for company updates, we've got company updates, don't worry. There are big things happening, and T. Lamont and I are going to have a little bit of time to share them with you here. But first, I wanted to just jump out here and answer some of the questions that have come up about what is happening in our industry today and what is happening with Juby Max. What are we doing to make sure that we remain positioned as the next big global giant? So in doing that, T. Lamont, I wanted to take a couple of moments and I wanted to just share some of my thoughts on business, some of my beliefs and morals, and a little bit of integrity, and how we make decisions at Juby Rev, Juby Max, and how they really become the shining light for where we're going as a company.
Gotcha.
People often ask me, well, how do you know what to do? How do you know what to do? It's very simple. I do what's right. I do what's right. I do what helps people, and I do that over and over and over again, T. Lamont, because compensation is reward for service. And so as soon as I truly learned that, I woke up one day, and I'll tell you a little story. I woke up one day about 5.5 years ago, And because of the housing market collapsing, and because I was overinvested, because I had thought a little bigger than my wallet was able to keep up with, I literally, with my family, we lost over $1 million overnight. And it was devastating. What's worse, it really wasn't the money, is that we lost our family home. And so I said to myself, I said, you know what? I got to rethink everything I thought I knew about business, about making money, about entrepreneurialism. And so what I decided to do, T. Lamont, was I really decided to refocus my efforts on all of the things that really mattered. And in the process of doing that, I kept saying to myself, how do I know what decision to make? How do I know what is the next thing that I should do? How do I make these decisions? And then it just clicked. And I said, you know what I got to do is I got to do what's right. At every turn, I need to do what's right. I need to do what's right, what helps people. And I coined a phrase. Now, for all of you personal development students here on today's call, I want to let you know right off the bat, I know that when I say I coined the phrase, I'm really kind of taking it from several great people and just putting it into my own words. I know that. Zig Ziglar, Jim Rohn, two of the greats. I had an opportunity to meet the late, great Jim Rohn, the grandfather of personal development of our times. And I had an opportunity to meet him. And I'm rarely speechless, T. Lamont, as you can imagine. You've been on webinars with me and you're always having to fight for the microphone. I'm rarely speechless, but when I met him, I just shook his hands and we just smiled at each other. And I just said thank you. That's all I had to say. I had nothing else to say. Thank you. And now, you know, over the ensuing years, I often said to myself, maybe I should have said more. But ultimately, I realized that, you know, the man dedicated his life to service, and really me saying thank you was probably the only reward, the only conversation we really needed to have. So Jim Rohn said it, Zig Ziglar said it, but here's what I wrote. After I'd gone through this ordeal and I found myself in a situation where I'd lost my family home and you know, had some difficulties, some challenges, so I picked up a couple of extra jobs and I started to look to see what I could do going forward. And I coined this phrase. I said, if you want more, you have to find a way to help more people get more. And I really began to take that phrase, which is just kind of pulling from Zig Ziglar and Jim Rohn, and I really began to see, how can I provide value? How can I serve? Compensation is reward for service. How can I serve? How can I help? And in the process, I began to understand that if you simply look for a need, want, or desire in the marketplace and you find a way to fill it with more value, either by, you know, offering lower prices or adding additional services, if you find a way to fill those needs, wants, and desires in the marketplace, that you would effectively have yourself in business. And that if you actually wanted to get more, all you had to do was find a way to help more people get more. And so I really dedicated myself to that cause. How can I help people? Now, that is the journey that has led us here to JubyRev, JubyMax. I truly believe that at the core of JubyRev, JubyMax is the same integrity with which I live my life, the same passion with which I live my life, that all of us come together. We work hard to do what? We work hard to provide value in the marketplace. Now, let's talk about some key things. Now, those of you that have already read the email that I sent out late last night, those of you that have not need to check your email box. Late last night, I sent an email out that said, shame, shame, shame. And in that email, there's a link to an audio that I hope all of you will take a few moments to listen to, because it's time to take a stand on some points. I'm all about being positive. I'm one of the world's most positive people. I wake up with a smile. The last thing on my face when I go to bed is a smile. My daughter has the world's sunniest disposition. We're all about smiling and happiness in positive energy. But with that, also, all of us need to be very aware of the reality around us, and sometimes you just got to take a stand. In last night's email, I took a stand on some of the actions of other companies out there. And I'll be right up front with you folks. About every week, another network marketing company, another entrepreneurial group of people go out of business for one reason or another. And at least once a week, you hear about one company or one group of people that have taken advantage of another. That's life. That's always going to be there. But I wanted everybody to understand clearly that that is not JubyMax. That will never be what people say about what we do. I wrote this recently, T. Lamont. The definition of a company Some of you may want to write this down, because all of you here on this call as independent promoters, you're all entrepreneurs. And so part of my job as president and mentor and leader here is to teach you. And so one of the things that I want to teach people is, if you're going to be an entrepreneur, what does that mean? It means that you need to find innovative ways to serve people. It means you need to build your own profitable and successful home-based business. So when you look at the definition of a company, as I wrote it, I want you to understand this. A company is a group of people coming together with the common purpose of serving the public with real value through high-quality products and services. That's the definition of a company. Think about that. A group of people coming together to serve the public with fine quality products and services. If you apply that one metric, T. Lamont, to many of the companies that have gone before and failed, I think you have to objectively, honestly say most of the companies that are no longer in business fail that very first metric. They were a company, they were a group of people coming together, but it was a group of people coming together to make money off of other people. They weren't focused on customers. And ladies and gentlemen, I want you all to understand that the reason why JubyMax exists is because I want to build the world's largest online e-commerce store I can possibly build. Now, I don't have delusions of grandeur. I probably will only get to half the size of Amazon.com. T. Lamont, I'm okay with that. Okay, I'm okay with that. You see, folks, at JubyMax, I have a vision. See, with JubyMax, we know online e-commerce. We don't sell everything. We sell everything people want to buy. Imagine having the opportunity, folks, to not just go out and sell things that people don't want to buy, don't have budgeted. We talk about this on our calls all the time. We talk about, net zero, okay, consumables. We talk about the simple fact, T. Lamont, that if you've got products and services that are already being purchased by people in your neighborhood. This is the question I ask. I say, hey, is anybody out here on today's call spend a couple $100s to a couple $1,000s a month at the grocery store, at the department store, at the big box stores? Everybody says, yeah, I do. Do you think anybody on your block does that? Well, yeah, I do. Well, what if you could actually position yourself in between all those people on your block shopping and the bank, and you actually got a slice? Would that help you? Now, T. Lamont, what do you think? Do you think I get some answers on that? Okay.
You better believe it, my friend.
See, this is all about switching stores, ladies and gentlemen. This is all about positioning JubyMax through your own independent promoter link to consumers to go out and help them do what? Get fine quality products and services that add value into their life. We have some products that are going to be at a better price than other people offer. We have some products that are going to be a little bit better value because they're more effective at what they do. And through this entire process, we have a unique sales mechanism that allows you to incentivize new customers through virtual sampling, through JubyBucks. We also have an amazing system that allows you to overcome the #1 problem in online e-commerce today, which is customer loyalty. Now, again, I'm not going to rehash all of those points here in tonight's call, but I want to let everyone know rule #1 to determine if a company is legitimate is, are they customer-centric? Are they focused on providing value in the marketplace to their products and services? Well, we do, 100%. And sadly, I bet a lot of you here on today's call can look back at other companies you may know that are no longer with us. I bet you can look at them and say, yeah, it was a bunch of people looking to help a bunch of people make a bunch of money off of other people, and it was not at all about a whole bunch of people working to go out and provide value to consumers through fine quality products and services. That's #1. #2, T. Lamont, #2. The #2 criteria, folks, that you need to be looking for when you're looking for a legitimate company in the marketplace is this. Does that company offer fine quality products and services at the price point that they're being offered in the marketplace, even without the opportunity attached? So if you've got a weight loss system, T. Lamont, that costs $40 at a company down the road, and you're trying to sell it for $140, that's not good business, okay? What people will find when they look at JubyMax is that we have extremely competitive pricing on products that have an even higher caliber ingredient than what you're going to find competitively. See, our product doesn't have soy. If you just want to look, I'm going to just grab right here. Just grab our JubyMax Natural Meal Replacement Shake, folks. This product is price competitive with a lot of other meal replacement shakes out there on the internet from other companies, but we don't use cheap soy. We don't use cheap whey. Instead, we use a more expensive protein from brown rice protein, pea protein, chia seed protein. Our ingredients are better. Our formula is better. It tastes better, and it's competitively priced. So again, metric number one, is your company customer-centric? Metric number two, are your pricing in line with reality? Okay? We absolutely have a real value here at what we're doing. Now, I'm going to tell you another metric that people can be looking at when they're trying to determine if a company is a legitimate company. Is the company promoting that if you do nothing, you can get rich? Now, I got to tell you something. People have asked me the question, and I try not to get offended. They say, well, how's JubyMax different from XYZ company? Oh, Jay Joshua is a very, very mature, patient man, but I'm going to tell you something, folks. Don't ask me that question too many times, because we're not even in the same universe as that other company. That other company is going around promising people that they can get rich doing virtually nothing. And I don't know if T. Lamont, if maybe they missed my webinars, but on every one of my webinars, I tell people what they need to go do. You got to get off your butt. You got to go take action. What did Ayabumi Moore say when we got on here? She said, you better make sure that your feet are moving at the pace that you're praying. You need to be taking action. Okay? Folks, look, it just takes a little bit of common sense to understand that the reality of it is we are a category creating company. Nobody has tried to ever blend. Well, if they did, they never made it to even my ears. But nobody, T. Lamont, has ever really blended network marketing and internet marketing in the way that we are doing it today with JubyMax. I got a Skype today from today. Today is May 6, 2013. I got a Skype from one of our leaders. Now, I won't use all of the language he used. I have to give people some forgiveness here, T. Lamont, because it was an utterance of excitement. But he used some words that are not always family-friendly words, right? And he said, I just got another customer who placed a $180 order using their credit card from XYZ third-party marketing company. Okay? Now, why do I share that? Because we have a company here, folks, that is absolutely blending internet marketing and network marketing together for the very first time. A lot of people have not grasped that we have 10 different ways that we pay. This is essential. 10 different ways that we pay. Now, a lot of you say, hey, you know, that JubyRev, JubyMax, they've got a revenue sharing component. Well, folks, look, and I hope that this is a mature conversation for mature people. Let's talk about the word revenue sharing. You know, I don't mind using the word revenue sharing because that's what people understand. But let me tell you something. Every company that exists is a revenue sharing company. Every Fortune 500 company on the planet is a revenue sharing company. Any company that has salespeople or a sales force is effectively sharing their revenue as a percentage with their people. What I know that people mean when they say revenue sharing is they mean a company who is giving people the opportunity to get paid based on activity, not exclusively based on results. Oh boy, now this is an important point here. Whoa, what did Jay Joshua just say there? Folks, we are on the cutting edge. Make no mistake about it. We absolutely are on the cutting edge. I don't mind being on the cutting edge, folks. If there's anybody here on this call or listening to this call recorded says, I don't want to be on the cutting edge, that's okay. You don't have to dry clean your clothes. You can hang them up on the line outside to dry. Okay? You don't have to be on the cutting edge. There are a lot of low-key companies you can go work with that don't even know what the internet is. It's just an old school telephone and a pencil and paper. And you can go belly to belly and you can be an entrepreneur of the 19th century if that's what you want to go do. And hey, I'm not just being facetious and sarcastic. I'm hoping to add a little bit of humor to a very serious conversation. We are a cutting edge company. Make no mistake about it. But what we do have with our daily leadership bonus is a system that allows everyday average people to achieve extraordinary results. Joe Average gets an opportunity to become Joe Awesome. Susie Average gets an opportunity to become Susie Awesome. How does it work? Let me tell you how it works, folks. Because when Joe Average gets started, he's not a top salesperson yet. Think about the first time that who's your favorite quarterback, folks? I don't even know a quarterback's name. That kind of tells you how much.
Terry Bradshaw, the best quarterback ever, Pittsburgh Steelers.
All right, Terry Bradshaw. Folks, do you think the very first time that Terry Bradshaw took his little 6-year-old hand and tried to wrap it around a big giant football and throw it, do you think he threw a touchdown pass? Or do you think he barely got it a foot away from his body? Not everybody starts out as a superstar. The reality of it is, human nature is you have to let people learn. You have to give them baby steps. You have to let them come in and learn. So a lot of people that get started with JubyRev, JubyMax, they're not sales professionals. They're not marketing experts. And they're not heavy recruiters. But here's what I know a lot of good people are doing. A lot of Joe Average, a lot of Susie Average people are coming to JubyMax to do. They come in because they know we have a system. They're willing to place their ad, help us build our brand. They're willing to go out and take the steps to help us get customers. And what do? With the daily leadership bonus, we simply make sure that we put a portion of our company's revenues into this daily leadership bonus like any other bonus. Any other bonus on the planet, companies do that all the time. You can't pay a bonus without having money in there, right? So we put a portion of our company revenue into the daily leadership bonus. And in accordance with people's efforts and actions towards building my brand and getting customers for JubyMax, what do? We let people have a slice of that. Now, is it cutting edge? Absolutely. Are we in an evolving area? Absolutely. And by the way, folks, that's one of 10 different ways that we pay here at JubyRev, JubyMax. Now, I got to just quickly say this, and then we're going to move on to some other key points here, folks. And I realize this is probably the first time I've ever been on a rant on a company call, but it's just important for everybody to understand that I am very easy to get along with. I am very mature. I'm very positive. But I'll tell you something else I am, folks. I'm very serious about business. And as a president of the company, I know you would expect no less. And so for the companies who out there in the industry right now have less than expected morality, who have lower than acceptable standards for themselves, who would simply come in and not do the right thing, not do the moral thing, shame, shame, shame. That's it. That's all I have to say about that. But I want to give everybody here on this call, listening to this call, live and recorded, I want to give everybody a simple promise. Simple promise. That'll never be how I conduct business. It disgusts me. I'm not money driven. I'm excellence driven, folks. I could care less about money. Okay? I'm sitting here right now wearing Crocs and some shorts that absolutely need to be retired and a black Fruit of the Loom t-shirt. I am not pretentious. I am from the country. I believe in hard work. I believe in helping people. That's who I am. Am I perfect? Absolutely not, folks. Are we going to face challenges every day? We do. That will not change. The bigger we get, the more challenges we face. The bigger the challenges we face, the more we're going to face them together, and we are going to continue to do everything that we can to what? To win, to succeed, to persevere. How? By following the same points I talked about. Number one, we're always going to be customer-centric, simple. Number two, we're always going to provide real value. Three, there ain't nothing passive about this program. There's my first ain't of the day, by the way. That's 50 cents in the jar. Okay? There's absolutely nothing passive. This is an opportunity for people to come in and work with the world's most fair compensation, because Joe Average and Susie Average can come in. They can do the activity required. They can take the actions. They can place the ads. They can work on helping us get customers, okay? And in exchange, they can start earning even before they're a sales superstar, even before they're a marketing expert, even before they're a recruiting machine. Listen to that again, folks. I want everybody to understand this, because this is where the rubber meets the road. Here at JubyRev, JubyMax, Joe Average, Susie Average get an opportunity to earn for taking the actions required to go out and build our brand and get our company customers even before they are a sales champion, a marketing expert, okay, or a recruiting machine. That's it. And that's one of the 10 ways that we pay. We're going to talk about one of the other ones here in just a couple of moments. Now, I also want to say this, folks, that, we are in what is very, very clearly a highly potential field, is what I call it. Okay, I don't even know if that's good English, but it's a highly potential field, which means, folks, that with great effort And with great teamwork, we can achieve a great result here. If we can all work together, if we can focus, if we can go out and build, we will all be sitting here today on the very cusp, the very beginning of something very real and very worthy of our efforts. And that is the very first time that any company has truly blended internet marketing and network marketing. Let me tell you something, folks. If you're here on this call and you want to be a part of something, then you need to get to work. If you want to be a part of something, then I want you to take our vision and I want you to go out and share it with other people. I want you to bring guests onto our calls so that they can understand the business model that we have here. I want all of you to take the amazing marketing, some of which I'm going to share with you here on this call. I want you to help me get customers. There's 3 ways to get customers. Okay? Number 1, friends and family. If you could help your friends and family get better quality products and services than what they're currently buying and help them do that by either saving money or certainly not spending any more, simply switching stores, would that be good for your friends and family? Absolutely. So we can really do some awesome things there. We've got belly-to-belly training. We can teach you how to do drop cards, how to do grand opening letters. We talked about this on the Saturday call, the Saturday business briefing and training with myself, yours truly, J. Joshua Beisel, just 2 days ago on the 4th of May, 2013. That's what we do, folks. And then there's 3. There's direct response marketing, internet marketing. That's what you see coming up with the pro marketing system, which, by the way, I haven't asked a single question out here in today's call. Anybody out here on today's call like to get a sneak peek? And some of you have been kind of sneaking around in some of my calls, and you've probably seen some kind of a sneak peek. How many of you would like to see a sneak peek tonight on some of the pro marketing systems that we've got? How anybody out here would like to see a sneak peek of that? Well, I'm going to show you, folks, and I got to tell you something. You got a lot of other companies out there that like to run their mouth, and you know what I tell them? I just say, okay, thank you, okay, thank you. There's no point in any of you here on today's call engaging in any of that. Just get to work, help us build our brand, help us go out and get customers, and we are just going to keep signing checks. You guys just keep cashing checks. We're going to make money for the service of doing what? For the service of helping consumers have real value in their life. Bottom line, it's simple. It's not rocket science. Folks, you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to enjoy more time freedom, more financial freedom, what do you need to do? You need to build your own successful and profitable home-based business. Well, how do you do that? Well, a business is all about serving the public with fine quality products and services. We can do that at Juby Max. And the best part is we have a system that everybody else wants to have. Folks, do you understand how much money and time and resources we've put into building a system that allows you to overcome the 2 biggest obstacles out there? Number 1, the biggest obstacle preventing people from succeeding in a home-based business is they don't know how to get customers. See, all these other companies are telling you to go out and sell $100 a month or $200 a month worth of products to friends and family, but it's unfortunately products they weren't buying anyway. So they're going to cancel. Why? Because it wasn't part of their budget. What do? We give you the ability to simply help people switch stores. We give you the ability to simply offer friends and family, people that you know, fine quality products and services they were already buying somewhere else, but we let them try it first to see how our products and services are better. Folks, let me ask you a question. Of course, we're going to have competitors. Of course, we're going to have people who are, not very happy with us because we're doing some really cool stuff over here. Let me ask you a question. Where would you rather be tomorrow when you wake up? Would you rather be with a company where you got to go knock doors and say, hey, I got $100 worth of healthy juice products here. Would you please buy it from me? Or would you rather be in a situation where you say, hey, Tom, you mentioned to me you'd like to lose an extra 10 or 15 pounds. My company has products and services that they're so confident in. I'd like to actually allow you to try my products and services for free for 30 days. But I tell you what, there's one catch. At the end of the 30 days, I want your personal testimony, and I want you to consider buying these products from me month after month. Would you do that for me, Tom, if I let you try the products for free? Boom! Boom! Folks, that's real marketing. That's a real system. If we do this right as a group, we are going to have the next billion-dollar company because that's huge. It gets better. It gets better. Now you've got Tom who's buying your products month after month. But as you know, the biggest challenge in online e-commerce is what? Customer loyalty. Because all the other online stores are trying to steal Tom away from you by offering him lower prices. But we have a mechanism in place to combat the #1 problem in online e-commerce. What is that? Juby Bucks. You go to Tom and you say, hey, Tom, listen, I really appreciated your order last month. My company, through my actions out here, I've been placing ads, I've been bringing in some customers. They've just rewarded me with some Juby Bucks. Tell you what I'm going to do, Tom. I'm going to give you 15 Juby Bucks that you can use on your next order. Tom says, wow, that's fantastic. I just saved $15 on my next order. Fantastic. You build a relationship with Tom. You give Tom some Juby bucks along the way to continue to incentivize his ongoing loyalty, and voila, we have a customer who can order month after month after month after month. We don't sell everything, just everything people want to buy. Doesn't just have to be weight loss. Tom can buy other things from us. Okay? What just happened here, folks? What just happened here is that I gave you a marketing system that was the easiest way to acquire a new customer on the planet. And I gave you a marketing system that once you learn it, understand it, teach it, train it, live it, do it, you will be able to keep customers for longer than ever. That is a big idea. Make no mistake about it. Now, are we on the cutting edge? Oh, absolutely, folks. Are there going to be people out there who are jealous? Absolutely. Am I okay with that? Absolutely. Because you know what? It's worth it. It's a worthy goal. How many of you out here on today's call say, you know what, Juby Max, what we're trying to do here is a worthy goal, and we're all in? If you are, just type in a Y. All in, folks. Let's go do this thing. There's going to be people out there running their mouth, and you know what? That's fine. Most of them were just a money grab anyway. They're not going to stand strong. They don't have any morals to stand on or any integrity to stand on. Well, you know what? I do. We do. All of you here on this call, we do. We stand for something. And you can't beat an ideal. They might be able to beat me. They might be able to arm wrestle better than me because they got the big old Marine body. That's okay. But you know what you can't beat, folks? You can't beat integrity. And you can't beat an ideal. We told you from the beginning, Juby Max is not just a company, folks. We're a movement. And that's what's happening here. Now, T. Lamont, I've been ranting here for a little while. I just want to talk about a couple of things. And then we're going to jump in here and talk about some Juby Suites. People are always throwing out the names of their attorneys, you know, and I feel like I'm having a baseball card war, you know, where you've got the very first Michael Jordan. He didn't even play baseball, but yeah, I'm not going to do very well writing a book on analogies about sports. Am I, T. Lamont?
Just know that Terry Bradshaw is the best quarterback ever for my Joe Montana fans. But go on. Go on.
There you go. There you go. So here's the thing, folks. Look, do we have attorneys? Absolutely, folks. We don't have attorneys. We have attorney firms. Okay. Now, the reality of it is that all the attorney firms on the planet are not going to help a company who's just doing a money grab. They're not going to help a company who is not committed to selling products and services. They're not committed to serving the public. They're not committed to excellence and integrity. At the end of the day, the only thing that people need to be concerned about is this. Are we all working towards bringing in customers? Because the only thing that could ever happen if we're all working on getting customers is that maybe I need to change the name of one of my bonuses, or maybe I need to add a requirement here or a qualification there, folks. It certainly doesn't mean that we're going to take the low road, which other companies have, and just give up entirely and keep everybody's money. That's unacceptable. It's disgusting. And for anybody who would support that, they absolutely need to be ashamed of themselves. So now,
Mr. President.
T. Lamont, look, I've been going on here for a minute, but I hope that everybody understands on this call that I'm serious about business. I'm very serious about business, folks. This is what I do. I do this 18 hours a day. And I'm very committed to this. And I want to make sure that everybody understands on this call that the only thing we need to be focused on is marching forward. Because there's always going to be things beyond our control. There's always going to be details that are unknown. There's always going to be questions that are unanswered. And the reality of it is that most of those will never be answered. They will never be cleared up in our lifetime. What matters with our life is what we do with it. What matters with our life is that we take action, that we move towards results, that we act with integrity, that we show caring and kindness towards others, and that we live a worthy lifestyle towards worthy goals. And that is the message that I charge each and every one of you here on today's call to join me in, all marching towards a worthy goal, all marching to help us as a company generate more customers and add more value into their life. Now, with that said, T. Lamont, I know one thing. I know that a lot of people are going to be surprised when they realize that the most potent, powerful part of our compensation plan is not even 100% programmed. Did you know that, T. Lamont? Did you know that?
Well, I know that because we talked about it today.
Okay, all right. That, I guess that's an unfair question, folks. Let
By
me
the
tell
way,
you
don't
something.
forget,
Yes.
you at some point you need to show a sneak peek of the pro marketing system, or you're going to have a lot of people who put yeses in there upset. There's a
Okay,
bunch of yeses.
I'm going
It
to
was
do that.
flying.
I'm going to
Okay.
do that. I'm going to do that. So let's do this then. Let's do this. Let's talk a little bit about Juby Suite, and then let's talk about some pro marketing, and then we'll jump back into to item number 3 there. So I want to just quickly talk a little bit about the Juby Suite, folks. If you want to understand our comp plan, and comp plans, by the way, any good comp plan will give any mathematician a headache, folks. How many of you understand that great comp plans are incredibly difficult to understand, right? I truly believe that the best comp plans will give mathematicians a headache, bottom line, okay? I don't even expect to understand all the comp plans in any company I've ever worked in. I just like getting paid a lot of different ways. It makes it fun. It makes it exciting. And the company does that because they want to incentivize this behavior or this behavior or that behavior, okay? So what I need everybody to understand is that one of the biggest parts of our compensation plan is the daily leadership bonus. But another huge part of our compensation plan is our uni level. Folks, did you know that the uni level is the most regulatorily approved, accepted, enjoyed compensation plan on the planet? Now, uni levels are notorious, though, for being boring. I'm just being honest here, folks, just being a human being, one human being to another. Uni levels are boring. But guess what we've done? We've mixed a uni level with an amazing concept called the Juby Suite, that actually allows you to move people around kind of three-dimensionally, placing people here or there. You can position people for success, for reward, for opportunity, for contest. And with the Juby Suite, woo, it's fantastic. You've got the uni level, but you've got an exciting uni level. And so the Juby Suite powers our uni level here at Juby Rev, Juby Max, and here's what we see happening. T. Lamont, since May 1 until today, all of the people who would be earning in the uni level are starting to get paid. Okay, and so we're going to have some training calls and a big company announcement call, T. Lamont, probably in the next 2 weeks, where we're going to come out and we're going to show off the uni level and we're going to show off the Juby Suite so that everybody can see it and can see how powerful it is. And here's the other thing, T. Lamont. Once people understand the Juby Suite and the uni level, guess what? They're going to start dipping into my pocketbook to pay for some cars, because the car bonus, folks, is absolutely incredible. Let me ask you a question. How many of you out here on today's call are ready to be driving around in a new car? How many of you are ready to be driving around in a new car? BMW, Mercedes, Porsche, Corvette. Yeah, there you go. Now, let me tell you, by the way, that new 2014 Corvette, I want to know who out here on today's call is going to be the very first person to go out and get that new 2014 Corvette. Whew, gives me chills just thinking about that. See, I'm not good with all these sports peoples, but I know enough about my cars. I get by with my cars, okay? I'm going to tell you something, folks. I don't just pay car bonuses for people to come over here and sit on my front porch and whittle wood, okay? And by the way, I got that from my daddy. We had a gas station, a family business, and a car wash, and all kinds of little cool things there. And so when I was a kid, that'd be something my daddy would say. He would say, "Well, if you want to make some money," he said, "I ain't gonna pay you to sit there in the rocker and whittle wood. You got to do some work." And so I never understood that until I got much older. Well, folks, I'm going to tell you something. The car bonus is for those of you who are willing to go out and build a team of people who are independent promoters here with Juby Rev, Juby Max. And between your own efforts and the efforts of your team, you guys are getting customers who are reordering products month in and month out without fail. Now, the qualifications are fairly simple. I'm not going to go over them on today's call. You guys can go look at the compplan.pdf, or you can wait for us to reveal it. But they are absolutely attainable. For you to go out and actually achieve this is doable. And we haven't set the bar so high that nobody's ever going to meet it. We want to have a lot of cars being driven around with Juby Max on it, because we want to create a splash in the industry with what we're doing. So again, the Juby Suite and the car bonus. These things are all coming programmatically. They are virtually done. We're going through audits tomorrow. People are going to be able to see their holding volume, T. Lamont. They're going to be able to move volume underneath other people in their organization. It's absolutely incredible. Nobody's ever done anything of this scope in the industry before. Folks, you want to talk about a category creating comp plan? Whew, wait till you see the Juby Suite. It's just absolutely incredible, and it is a very, very powerful tool. Now, T. Lamont, I've talked for quite a bit, so I do want you to see if there's some points that have come up that you would like for me to respond to while I get my screen ready to go over here and show off a little pro marketing system.
Let's just the question on the holding volume. So there's some things that we can't see on our end now that you were telling me you can see that just haven't been released yet. On that holding volume, let's say that John has been building. He decides to place Sally in Mary's leg. John places Sally in Mary's leg. When John places Sally in Mary's leg, Sally's been building a team. There's some volume there. What happens to that volume? How does that impact John plays Sally in Mary's leg? How does that impact Mary? How does that impact Mary? John plays Sally in Mary's leg. John plays Sally in Mary's leg. When there's volume that Sally has in her organization, how will that impact Mary from a bottom line standpoint?
T. Lamont, I was moving my screen here. Is that the question you want me to answer?
Yeah. But on the Juby Suite, because the Juby Suite has been, I know it's been a larger programming task than what was originally thought, but I just want to make sure that the Juby family understands that all of that volume that's been going on has been accumulating, so that when John moves Sally into Mary's leg, then Mary's going to get some commissions.
Correct.
It might be a lot, might be a little bit, depending on what the volume is.
Absolutely. So let me give you an example. Let's say that John, I guess, is the top position here. Let's say that John has been building a nice little team under Susie, and let's say that Susie's maybe got $4,000 or $5,000 worth of recurring orders. Okay. Now John decides he's going to place Susie underneath Mary. What happens is Mary automatically picks up $5,000 worth of volume that she can earn on through the Power Uni level, 5% down up to 8 levels depending on Mary's qualifications. And again, this is a little hard to do, folks, without having the visuals up here on today's call. But that volume is building and has been building. It's all there, and the visuals are coming. And that should be here. Again, I'm going to say the next 2 weeks, but I'm really targeting being able to do some training much sooner than that, so that leaders and builders and, Joe Average on his way to Joe Awesome and Susie Average on her way to Susie Awesome are ready to leverage the power of the Juby Suite to grow their business.
Fantastic.
Now,
let's just continue, Mr. President. Let's just continue, because I know there's still a few points that you want to hit on tonight's webinar.
Absolutely. So all right, let's do this. Anybody out here on today's call ready to see a little bit of pro marketing system? Anybody ready for old Jay Joshua to put a little marketing back in network marketing? Anybody ever wonder how come network marketing companies don't seem to know how to market their own products and services? I got to tell you something, folks. It's kind of funny. I've been making a living for the last 4, 5, 6 years actually helping network marketing companies do their marketing. And, at some point, it just kind of comes down to one thing. You know what? For goodness sakes, I just got to go do it myself. So here's the thing. Now, I'm going to let everybody know, if you have children watching, I've said this on the last several weeks worth of calls, and I apologize. We have not yet fixed some of these photos that may not be quite family friendly yet. There are some aggressive bikinis in some of these weight loss ads, folks. So again, if you do have children, please direct their attention to somewhere other than the screen so that I can move through this. And in T. Lamont, we are working on this, and I just don't have those done. I actually know that I've been meaning to get this done the last couple of weeks, but what I can tell you is that I know for sure that we got some things that I'm about to show you that nobody on this call has seen, because they just got done today. So folks, let me tell you a little bit about the pro marketing system first. The pro marketing system is extremely affordable. It's not going to be no $49 a month. It's not going to be no $39 a month. It's not even going to be $29 a month, folks. The pro marketing system is going to be affordable for all of you who want to go out and build your JubyRev, JubyMax business. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I'm so confident that the pro marketing system is going to be a good value to all of you that I actually will guarantee it. So when you decide to get started with the pro marketing system, if at any point in that 30-day period of time you decide it's not for you, I have a money-back guarantee on the pro marketing system. That's how confident I am that people are going to absolutely love it. And I'll tell you something else. I also believe that we are here to help the little guy and the little girl too. And so because of that, we have put some of the very best marketing pieces, the very best performing pieces from the Pro Marketing Suite will be available to those for free who cannot afford the Pro Marketing System. Because I believe sometimes I've seen companies where it's like, man, that is fantastic, but what about the people who don't have the money to pay for that extra marketing tool? Are they kind of left out in the cold? They're the ones who need it the most. So I've taken the very best of the conversion pieces from the pro marketing system. We're making those available to members at no additional charge. But let me just jump right on in here and see if I can't show some folks some good marketing. And again, folks, not all of these are family friendly. We're in the process of fixing this just a little bit up. And again, we're going to get maybe some more family friendly pictures in here, folks. But just give it a minute here. Let's see if we can get that to show up on the screen. There you go. This is one of our JubyMax Slim marketing pages. Now, again, folks, this is virtual sampling at its finest. These are pages you're going to be able to share with friends, family, people that you meet, people on your Facebook, using third-party marketing systems or doing your own internet marketing. You're actually going to be able to let people, you're going to be able to say to the world, look, I'm so confident that my products and services are better than what you're using now that I'm willing to let you try my products and services for free. And so this is one of those pages. And again, I'm going to do my best here, folks, to not look at the detail here, folks. I mean, look at how we're covering some really specific ingredients. I mean, these, by the way, were done by a very successful weight loss copywriter, and somebody who we are going to be able to actually have out on some of the calls talking about it. And I'm also here to tell you folks, and again, we're going to talk, I got several different things to share, but we're going to actually, look at this, folks. I mean, this is some sophisticated marketing. This is putting the marketing back in network marketing, folks. Make no mistake about it. Here's another one, folks. This one is also for the Slim. Take a look at that, folks. Wait, I got to give it a minute to kind of pop up. There it is, folks. Take a look at that. And again, this is, folks, this is real marketing, okay? This is going to allow you to illustrate the benefits of the products and services to people. And I really think that it's important that you have this opportunity. Now, let me actually scroll down a little bit more. I want to show you some other cool things that we have on here. Look at this, folks. We've got guarantees on these pages. We've got all the different things. And I've got some really big announcements here, T. Lamont. If everybody would just forgive me just a minute here. I got so much to share because we're doing so much for everybody. And let's take a peek here. Look at this. Look at this, folks. This page right now is, you're about to see it. You're about to see it. This page right here is undergoing testing right now. What did I just say? Did I just say that a network marketing company is going to test its marketing with its own dollars before we push it out to the field? Yes, I absolutely did say that. One of my pet peeves is, I got these network marketing companies with, folks, if I could just get back all the money that I've lost on marketing, quote unquote marketing from network marketing companies and teams who told me it was going to work. I'm sorry, this is my rant night, so I'm going to get my rant on. So if I could just get back my cash from all these companies, I could just retire right now. Oh, that page will work. That page will work. I've been using that page, and I send 10 people to that page. I get 3 orders. No, you don't. Nobody on the planet gets that. Folks, we're testing this. We're testing this right now with paid traffic to make sure, and again, this has got some of those not exactly family-friendly pictures on it. And let me just see if I can just try to get back to some semblance of safety here. All right. I think that here we go. There we go. Now it's coming up. Look at this, folks. You know, this is. By the way, anybody here would love to see how to get some color brochures. We're having color brochures here, folks. That's absolutely fantastic. We've got color brochures being made so that you can actually share these products and services in person. The only difference between virtual sampling, T. Lamont, is that it happens online versus in-person sampling is you do it in person, right? That's the only difference. But that is some incredible marketing. T. Lamont, I'm not done. I have more to show. Again, folks, I did say it was a pro marketing system. I didn't say it was a pro marketing page. I want to be clear with everybody. Now let's take a look here. This is our marketing for Juby Max Natural. Now, folks, let me tell you something right now. You want to understand that at Juby Max, we know online e-commerce. We don't sell everything, just everything that people want to buy. We have an amazing weight loss line. Folks, you're going to hear me do a lot of my talking about the weight loss line. You're going to hear me doing a lot of my talking about the travel line. And you're going to hear me doing a lot of my talking about two new products that most of you are not supposed to know about, but some of you somehow do know about. All right? But that's okay.
The word's out there. It's in Skype.
It's in Skype. But here's the thing. I'll talk about that here in a minute. So here's the thing. That you don't hear me talking a lot about the beauty. Why? Because I'm working up to being able to walk around with that daytime, anti-aging serum with 24 karat gold. I'm working up to that, okay? Everybody just bear with me. I'm working up to that. But I talk a lot about it, and you'll see a lot of the things I do on the webinars that are really centric to the weight loss, because I'm going to tell you something, folks. I mean, I don't know about you, but it just seemed like I hit 30 and all of a sudden anything I ate stuck to my body. So the Juby Max Natural is absolutely fantastic. Let me just kind of scroll down here. By the way, this is done by a real copywriting team, folks. I mean, this is an amazing group of people. Look at this. 4 color brochures coming out that you're going to be able to get access to, PDFs that you're going to be able to print out and print from your own home computer if you don't want to pay for shipping on some of the brochures. We got real testimonials coming in here, folks, and this is just absolutely incredible. And I'm going to tell you something else, folks. We are testing these pages before we actually go live with them. But the bottom line is that we have amazing pages. By the way, not done yet. Anybody want to see a couple of pages you've never seen before? And some people, T. Lamont, are here on today's call. They've been kind of on some of the webinars, and I might have sneak peeked every once in a while. How about it to take a look? Take a little look here. All right. Pro marketing system, folks. Make no mistake about it. This is what you have been looking for. Hang on just a second, folks. Hang on just a second. Give me just a second here.
Mr. President, as you're looking for that,
yes, yep.
This doesn't look like a high-yield investment program to me. This doesn't look like a money grab to me.
I got to tell you, a lot of really, really well-intentioned people have fallen prey to a lot of scams out there. But I'm going to tell you something, folks. There is no get rich anywhere. There is no overnight success. What do I talk about on my webinars? What do I say? I say, folks, we ain't going to change the numbers. 3 to 4% of people on the planet are going to become financially independent. Your job as an entrepreneur is to take the actions necessary to move yourself and your family towards financial independence. That's your job. I didn't say that you could be anywhere else and just get rich, did I? Never said that. I said we've got to work together so that you understand how to create time freedom and financial freedom. Folks, take a look at this page. This is inside of the pro marketing system right here. This is inside the pro marketing system. Okay, we've got some strong fear loss components on here. Okay, this is actually going into testing this week, folks. These are all custom. T. Lamont, I'll be honest with you, I did try to buy some of this stuff off the shelf, but it wasn't available. So we've got some really, really awesome pages here. This is for you promoters who also want to go out and get some customers and build your business with promoters at the same time. But I'm not done. I've got more. Hang on. At least one more. And again, folks, take a look at this. This is for those of you that are actually out building your business with beauty products. Look at this, folks. T. Lamont, you haven't seen this one. I don't think we've shown you this one, have we?
No, I haven't seen that one.
Okay, folks, this is actually a page that, again, also makes a fantastic brochure. This is a page that actually will allow you to really share these products with others, and I'm really, really excited about this. So Team Lamont, we have 4 or 5 other pages that are at varying stages. I'm not ready to show them out here on tonight's call, but we do have 4 or 5 other pages that are coming soon that are going to be a big part of the pro marketing. But those are going to be coming out very, very, very soon. So, Team Lamont, I know we got a lot of other things we want to cover here, and we're already really moving into some stuff. So let's break for some quick questions, and then we will talk about some other big things we've got planned on tonight's call.
I tell you what, Mr. President, I think we just need to go on with the other things, because what I'd like to do is have you to cover those other things, and then you can go through and get some questions. I still need to go to the hospital to go see my wife tonight.
I understand. And Team Lamont, I am confident that everyone here on today's call would say the same thing. Get driving, sir. We got the helm. So we will be just fine there. So if you need to, you just let us know, and that'll be more than fine, sir.
Okay.
So real quick, though, I got a couple other things I want to talk about. Number one, Juby rebates. Ladies and gentlemen, how many of you out here on today's call are absolutely excited about Juby rebates? How many of you are absolutely excited about Juby rebates? You know, on my calls all week long, this past week, I have been able to say, hey, let me ask you a question. If I could honestly show you a way to get paid simply giving away a free shopping assistant that allows customers to get cash back at over 5,000 different retailers online, would that help you? Bada boom, we got people loving it. We got people loving it. And, you know, the product itself is fantastic. As a promoter, you should be using this product. Keep it running. Let's kind of take a peek here. Juby rebates, again, I know we covered this last week, folks, but I just want to make sure. And by the way, if you missed last week's call, it is available in our Insta Replay 24/7 webinar and demand system in the back office. You can get in there, okay? You can get in there and you can watch last week's replay, last Monday night's replay. Folks, look at the brands you can save on. Cashback, absolutely incredible. Walgreens, Walmart, Crate & Barrel, Macy's, PetSmart. Make sure that you get in and get the training, folks. Juby rebates is absolutely fantastic. Now, I just saved a couple of quick screenshots here today. I went to Google. I typed in Nike shoes. Look at what we're seeing. Look at what we're seeing. We have got big savings that it is finding. Famous Footwear saving 9.1%. That's huge. That's huge. Absolutely incredible. And I just click right here. I go to the site. Click right here. Say activate Juby rebates. Voila. Where we are, we're ready to save 9.1%. Now, again, if you're a customer using this, you're going to get cash back. And if you're a promoter using this, you're going to get your 9.1% back in Juby Bucks. Why? So you can give those Juby Bucks away to incentivize customers to remain loyal, to incentivize new customers to get started, and in exchange, you're picking up Juby points. It absolutely is exciting. So Juby rebates has been a huge success. Now, I want to address some of the questions I see here, people are asking, hey, what about Juby rebates? What about this? What about that? What about this? There's lots of great questions coming in. A couple of you wasn't working on your system. We have the support team, and we are adding more support to make sure that everybody has an opportunity to get this working for them. All you need to do, folks, is simply shop where you normally shop, but you're probably going to move your mouse a little bit closer to the ones where you're getting cash back or Juby Bucks back. And Juby Rebates is doing what? It's bringing a lot of customers over here, and it's giving a lot of you a real opportunity. What's great about it, Team Lamont, this is what I've been hearing. People say, you know what's great about Juby Rebates is I give it away. Every time I'm giving away Juby Rebates, I'm picking up 10 Juby points. It's absolutely fantastic. Those pages are available over in your Juby Buck Manager. Now, for the sake of time, I know we got a lot of people out here on today's call, and they're kind of wondering, hey, how long should I stay on the call? Well, folks, a little longer. Let me tell you why. 2 big things we need to talk about. Number one, shipping. Big shipping update. Number 2, how many of you would like for me to officially announce our newest product on tonight's call? Just go ahead and officially announce our newest product here on tonight's call. Well, we're going to do that here in a minute, folks. No more suspense for those of you who didn't know. But first, let's talk about shipping. Let me just say congratulations to every single one of you. You've done an absolutely fantastic job. I'm so proud of all of our independent promoters. Now we have all worked together. We have enough real customers to warrant our own aggregated shipping fulfillment centers. We have chosen a company, it's one of the third largest in its class in the world, has over 5 locations in North America, and supports multiple locations all around the globe. This will allow us more affordable shipping on virtually every package to virtually every country on the planet that we ship to, as well as significant and immediate improvements in online tracking, delivery confirmation, options in terms of 3-day, 2-day, overnight, etc. Very, very exciting. So this, folks, is huge. It really marks a giant milestone in our company, because we've now gotten to a place where we've grown to where we need this, where we deserve this, where we can actually go out and do it. And I can tell you, T. Lamont, that right now the lady said, well, you may be our smallest customer. And I said, just wait. I said, just wait, because our independent promoters, they're just getting started. They're just getting started. You just wait. We may be your smallest customer now. But I told them, I hope I didn't tell them wrong, I told them we're going to be one of their biggest customers. Everybody with me on that? Everybody ready to make JubyMax one of their biggest customers? Let me tell you something, folks. This is a serious group of people. This is a serious company, and they are ready to ship some serious products for all of us to make happy customers. A couple of other big things. This is going to start between the 8th and the 21st of May. So some of you still going to have some of the same shipping prices to certain countries that you regularly ship in. You're not going to see the change right away. But really from about the 14th, I should say, to about the 21st of May, you can actually see a marked improvement. Online tracking, you're going to see some price benefit right away, folks. This is huge, and we're very, very excited about it. Anything you're currently shipping with other companies, you're going to see commensurate pricing. Again, end to end, you're going to see commensurate pricing. This is not a profit center for our company. This is a value center for our customers. Very, very important. Now, I also want to quickly, one more little tiny thing, and then we're going to get to a big announcement here. One thing real quick here, folks. Let's talk about our weight loss line. I know we got a lot of product lines here. We love them all, and everybody's going to have their favorite. That's okay. But I want to talk about our weight loss line. We have an amazing weight loss line. We have our meal replacement. We have the JubyMax Natural. Again, no soy, no whey. Instead, we've got the healthy brown rice protein, pea protein, chia seed protein, folks. These are a huge step up, folks. Huge step up. We've got our JubyMax Slim. JubyMax Slim's got the African mango. Okay, the JubyMax Slim as a whole is a standalone product. It's fantastic. Really helps with appetite control. Really helps with appetite control. But we have a brand new fat burner that we have commissioned, brand new, and that's going to be JubyMax Thermo. I'm very excited. This will complete the trifecta that we had in mind when we created our weight loss line. We got the meal replacement, we've got the appetite control, we've got the fat burner. This combination, folks, is helping people get real results. Now, what I'm very excited to announce is that we have actually approved having our own weight loss guide be created. Okay, this is going to be a fantastic weight loss guide. It's actually put together by an incredible individual who actually builds diet plans for bodybuilders and has done that for 20 years. He is an absolute expert at helping everyone from grandma to a grand champion get their body fat down and begin to feel better, look better, and be better. Absolutely incredible. This weight loss guide, folks, it's never going to take several weeks to put together, but this will complement our trifecta. And we talked about the new shipping. That's why I brought this up, T. Lamont, if you're still there. It's okay if you're not. But this is why I brought this up, is because when we ship a JubyMax Natural, we want to have cross-sell content, right? We want to have information. We want to say, hey, congratulations on choosing JubyMax Natural here, folks. But, you know, let me also share with you as a free bonus this incredible weight loss guide. People read it and they see the benefit of the other products in the trifecta. becomes a cross-sell. It adds a value, and it actually kind of resells them on the decision that they made to try the product to begin with, while giving them the support to get the right result with the product. So absolutely incredible. That is, of course, going to be very much complemented by our new shipping facility. So everybody ready for that big announcement there, folks? I got two big products here that I just want to talk a little bit about here on today's call. Two big products that will take quite a while to bring into reality. So I want everybody to understand these will not be, nope, there's no screenshot yet, folks, no screenshot yet. This is cutting edge. Nobody's ever seen this before. We've just made the decisions completely final here in the last week. Let me tell you about two amazing products that are coming out, and I'm going to give you a hint on the second one, but I'm going to reveal the first one here on tonight's call. You know, we look at our weight loss line, and we know that that is one of the top sellers online. We look at our beauty line, and we know that that's one of the top sellers online. We look at our travel line, which, by the way, you can all expect an update on that very, very soon, any day now. GB Resorts, GB Vacations is going to have a major, major update. Look for that very, very soon. That in and of itself is going to be just absolutely epic standalone product. But we wanted to take it to the next level. We really did. We really wanted to take it to the next level. And so we have decided what would be a better product for you to be able to give away samples of to get customers. I want you to think about this. What would be the very best product that people all around the world can resonate with, that people all around the world can say, oh, I know what that is? What would be fantastic for you to be able to sample and get new customers for your business? And that's right, it's coffee. Absolutely. We are announcing the JubyMax line of coffees that will be rolling out this year. Absolutely incredible. Let me tell you what we've done, folks. Let me tell you what we've done. We have put together what I truly believe are the finest tasting coffees on the planet. For those of you that don't know, I am an avid coffee drinker. Yes, I do own stock in Starbucks, although they may make me sell that when we become too big of a competitor, okay? But yes, it is our goal. We have commissioned the world's top people to help us create the world's best tasting healthy coffee. Very simple. That's what you're going to be able to do. You're going to actually be able to get paid to give away coffee samples. I saw some shocking statistics that 2.8 billion cups of coffee are being sold every single week. Absolutely incredible. And then somebody says, no, Josh, that's not every week. That's every day. Let me tell you something, folks. Coffee is huge. It is absolutely incredible. Now, here's the thing. Coffee has got to be an awesome tasting coffee. Yes, I did say healthy coffee. Here's what we're going to be starting with. Let me kind of share with everybody the initial line. We are going to begin with the JubyMax Platinum. Now, the JubyMax Platinum is an awesome tasting coffee. It is absolutely, in fact, I just had some. In fact, I left it in the other room. I was really disappointed. I wanted to have some on the call here tonight. But the JubyMax Platinum is fantastic. It has the Ganoderma mushroom, amazing health benefits right there. It's a fantastic tasting coffee, but it also has ginseng in it. So those of you who are looking for a little bit of a boost without having to double, triple, or quadruple your caffeine, the JubyMax Platinum is absolutely fantastic. But let me tell you where we're headed from there. Where we're headed from there, folks, is a story. There is a mountain region in Indonesia. And this mountain region in Indonesia was actually created by the same family who created the Jamaican Blue Mountain lines of coffees. Okay, so the same group of people several hundred years ago from the same line created these two at completely opposite ends of the world, these two different coffee plantations. Okay, this Indonesian coffee bean is going to be part of a very unique blend that we've commissioned to be smooth, low acidic, mellow, great tasting coffee. And that's what we wanted to create, folks. And there's an amazing story that I'm going to be revealing as we start to bring this out for everyone so that all of you can really just enjoy this incredible coffee line each and every day. So we're going to get started here, folks, with this. We've got lots more coming out that we're going to be sharing with folks, and you're going to be able to see it. And I'm going to tell you something, folks. The future is now for JubyRev and JubyMax. We have the right company. We have the right leadership. We have the right vision. We have the right products and services. We are growing those products and services every day. At JubyMax, we know online e-commerce. We don't sell everything, just everything that people want to buy. And folks, the best part about JubyRev, JubyMax, you might say, is our category-creating compensation plan that allows Joe Average to become Joe Awesome, that allows Susie Average to become Susie Awesome. But I say no. I say no. That is not the best part of JubyRev, JubyMax. The very best part about JubyRev, JubyMax is each and every one of you. Every one of you make JubyRev, JubyMax the very best that it can be. It is our independent promoters' dedication to providing real value in the marketplace through our quality products and services that set JubyRev, JubyMax above the rest. It is our commitment to a high level of integrity, an unquestionable set of morals, and an absolute pursuit of excellence that make JubyRev, JubyMax a company that is going to be around for a very long time, a company that is chasing a worthy goal, and we can and we will attain it. Folks, I know that there's lots of questions out here on today's call, folks. I know that there's lots of you that have questions about this, questions about that. Here's what we're going to do, folks. We're going to close out tonight's call a little earlier than we normally do. We want to make sure that each and every one of you get an opportunity to get a good night's rest so that you have an opportunity to come in here and maximize everything that we're doing at JubyRev, JubyMax. T. Lamont, did I hear you still out there?
Actually, Joshua, that was me, Dave. He's there too.
Awesome, awesome. All right, well, folks, then if there's no other questions or comments or anything really big, we're going to close out tonight's webinar, and I'm going to close it out with two things. One, I always share, and the second thing that I want to be able to share with you is really some gratitude. The first thing is this: successful people do what unsuccessful people are unwilling to do. In those moments of the day when you feel as though you can do no more, in those moments of the day as an entrepreneur where you feel like just taking a little break, sometimes you need to just kick out and do a little bit more. Successful people are doing what unsuccessful people are unwilling to do. Sometimes that's all it takes, is to figure out where the masses are going and going wrong and simply running the other direction as hard and fast as you can. Sometimes it just takes effort and energy to get out there and do a little bit more. And with that said, folks, I want to end the call in gratitude. I want to say to each and every one of you, thank you so much for the incredible opportunity to serve all of you in my capacity of leadership. I want to say thank you to all of you for your hard work, for your dedication, to your commitments to high levels of excellence, morality, and integrity in everything that you do. And I will say this to all of you: I will see you at the top, on the inside, and on the beaches of the world. Have a fantastic night, everybody. I'll see you later. Bye for now.
So that's it for now. If you have any questions, please get back to the person that shared this video with you, or you can send a support ticket from your JubyRev back office. Thank you. We look forward to hearing of your success.